Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Corral. I'm Cowboy Ken, your host, alongside my co-host, Mr. Ed, where we will attempt to bring you funny filtered
from life's crowd.
So, Mr. Ed, I have been meaning to ask you, what do you and your family do for fun when you're not farming?
Not much usually, but my kids do love animals, so every now and then we'll go to the petting zoo.
All those critters on your farm, and you travel to see other critters?
A petting zoo is farm animals, and they are not critters, they are pets.
I'm sorry, but anything that eats enough food equal to its body weight is not a pet. It's a problem.
I see why you don't have a horse.
What is that supposed to mean, Ed?
You are so rigid. You need to loosen up a little bit. Why don't you join us at the petting zoo on Saturday?
I appreciate the offer, but heck no.
Why not?
Because I don't like a petting zoo.
Leave it to you to have a problem with cute and lovable farm animals.
They are not cute nor lovable, at least not the ones that I met. Besides, I have been banned from petting zoos for life.
How is that possible, to get banned from the petting zoos for life?
You weren't there, Ed. It was horrible.
This should be good. So what kind of animals were at the petting zoo? Tell the people what animals you met, and maybe together we can figure out why they hate you.
I don't want to talk about it. Plus, my budget for therapy has been spent already by doing this show with you.
I haven't received a check.
That's not funny, Ed.
I disagree. And do you know what animal likes to laugh? A llama.
No, Ed. The llama I met didn't laugh at me. He spit a nasty, huge loogie right on my face.
That's normal. That just means he likes you.
I'm sure he didn't feel that way after I punched him in the throat.
You hit a llama? What is wrong with you?
He spit on me, Ed.
That is how they say hello, like a handshake between people. I'm sure it didn't mean anything by it.
Well, now we will never know.
Was there an ostrich there? My kids love ostrich.
Yes, there was an ostrich there, and he was just as mean as the llama.
An ostrich is not mean.
You weren't there, Ed. You didn't see that thing. It squared off at me like a gunfight at the OK Corral. Then it ran straight up to my face and pecked me right between the eyes. Twice.
Where do you find the time to piss all the animals off?
I didn't do anything to those animals. They just attacked me for no reason.
Hey, Rambo, a petting zoo is not the battlefield. Besides, you are not a Marine anymore.
Once a Marine, always a Marine, Ed. If you would have served, you would know that.
I've served plenty of food, that is.
Okay, Ed. Let's change the tone of this conversation before we both say something we can't take back.
My son just loves Billy the Billy Goat.
Aren't billy goats the ones with horns?
Yeah, why?
Because it was a billy goat that rammed me in the butt. I still have the scars to prove it.
What did you do to a cute little goat to make him ram you like that?
Absolutely nothing.
You didn't call him Bobby, did you?
No, Ed. And what if I did? A goat don't care what I call them. They're kind of stupid, like...
You have never owned a goat, have you?
No, and I never will either.
Goats are smarter than you and I combined. They...
Smarter than you, maybe, but not me.
Okay, Cowboy. So how did you do with the ponies?
Not good.
You're a cowboy, even if you are a fake one. How do you get a pony mad at you?
I didn't get him mad. He started the day that way.
What did the pony do to you?
Well, I was all cowboy up when we went there. And for some reason, this little pony decided he needed my belt buckle more than I did. It was terrible. He didn't get my belt buckle, but I was violated in the process.
He probably thought you were going to try to ride him dressed like that.
He is a pony. That is his mission in life, to ride kids around all day.
You are most definitely not a kid.
I know that. I didn't go there to ride him. I went there to pet him.
Well, evidently you didn't tell him that.
It's a horse, Ed. How am I supposed to tell him anything? Oh, never mind.
If you talk to that pony like you talk to me, I'm surprised he didn't kick you in the belt buckle.
What do you mean by that, Ed?
Just what I said. Just be glad I wasn't that pony, or you would have a horseshoe where that belt buckle is supposed to be.
I realize you are getting more comfortable being a co-host, but you need to cease and desist with your smart-ass comments.
What does cease and desist mean?
It means stop.
Why don't you just say stop, which is one word, instead of cease and desist, which is two words? Isn't stop shorter?
Yes, Ed, it is. But you don't seem to stop when I say the word stop. By using cease and desist, you have to ask me what it means. Which means while you're getting a vocabulary lesson, I'm not getting smart-ass comments from you.
I'm starting not to like you.
Starting? I've been there for a while.
Well, if you don't like yourself, how can you expect anyone else to like you?
Please, Ed, I like myself just fine. Now let's get on with the show.
Okay, did you get to pet an emu while you were there?
No, but I did get to wrestle one.
Wrestle one? It's a petting zoo, not the WWE.
Well, this emu must have been a pedophile, because when it went down my daughter's shirt after her peanuts, it stayed there.
You're kidding with the pedophile remark, right?
No, I'm not. You should have seen that thing. It physically attacked and assaulted my daughter.
Not exactly, cowboy. It's a stupid animal. Your words, remember? It was going after the peanuts.
Not from where I was standing.
You're something else. What? I have no idea.
Ed, you were not there. It was one of the worst experiences of my life.
How do you figure that? So far, you have punched a llama in the throat, got pecked between the eyes by an ostrich, got horned by a goat, violated by a pony, and wrestled an emu. I'll bet those animals would tell me that you're the worst experience of their life.
You are a
Farmer. Yes, they know already. So what other animal did you assault?
I did not assault the camel. It assaulted me.
What could a harmless camel possibly do to you?
It licked me on the face.
Now see, that is something nice.
Nice? A camel's tongue is barbed. It was painful.
Oh, don't be a girl.
I am not a girl.
Sounds like it to me.
Have you ever had a camel lick you in the face, Ed?
No,
Then you don't know what it's like, do you?
no. But how bad could it be? It licked you in the face.
Yeah, and I had camel tongue for a week.
Is that anything like camel?
Shut up, Ed.
Okay, I'll shut up. Maybe you need a chaperone when you go to the petting zoo.
No, I don't need a chaperone. I need a gun.
Wow. And you say I have issues.
You do, but that is a whole other show.
Okay, how about the monkey? They are the closest species to a human. Was there a monkey at the petting zoo?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not? Inquiring minds want to know. you have assaulted every other animal in the petting zoo. What did you do to the monkey?
I didn't assault the monkey. It assaulted me.
All right, Karma.
What?
You need a hearing aid or something? I said karma.
I hear just fine, thank you. Why would you say karma after I told you the monkey assaulted me?
Because Karma is the name of the monkey at the zoo we go to. Your monkey made me think of Karma.
Wow, you have no clue, do you?
Clue about what?
That is what I thought. The monkey, which will remain nameless because I don't know its name, nor do I care to, this thing pooped in his hand, then threw the poop at me.
Oh, you made him mad. They only do that when they're mad.
How did I make it mad? All I did was look at it.
Bingo.
Bingo? What? What do you mean bingo?
Just what I said. You have that look. You make me mad when you look at me. I just can't poop on cue.
What is wrong with my look?
Nothing. If you were in Tombstone, Arizona in 1822,
Ed, what are you talking about?
your look in today's society, your look is frumpy.
Ed?
Pig.
What?
Pig. I'm deflecting your anger. I read it in a Cosmopolitan article. How did you do with the pig?
You read Cosmopolitan? Wow. The pig tried to stick his nose where it didn't belong.
Again, normal behavior. A pig's nose is...
I don't care, Ed.
Okay, but you're missing out.
I'm not missing anything. I'm hosting a show with the missing link.
My watch band is missing a link or two. How did you know that?
The goose told me.
Oh, you speak geese too?
No, Ed, and neither do you.
I beg to differ.
Well, you got the differ part right.
If you don't speak geese, then why would you say a goose told you?
It was a joke. The goose didn't talk to me. It pinched the crap out of me.
How did it pinch you?
With that beak or bill or whatever that thing is on their face.
It must have sensed you have anger issues.
It's a goose, Ed. And the only person I have anger issues with is you.
That's good. Let it all out.
Ed, I promise you, if I let it all out, you will not like it.
You see, this is why the animals hate you.
You know what, Ed? I could eat an entire box of X-Lax and still not give a crap.
Speaking of crap, did you get to pet the baby cow?
What?
Did you pet the cow?
I was going to, but the darn thing stepped on my foot while the lady next to me was talking to it.
Oh yeah, they love it when you talk to them.
Okay, Dr. Doolittle. How would you get a cow from standing on your foot?
Easy. I'm not mean to animals. The cow would never step on my foot.
I am not mean to animals, but you, on the other hand...
What? What's wrong with your hand?
Never mind.
My favorite animal at the petting zoo is the miniature donkey.
It figures that your favorite animal would be an ass.
No, donkey. Are you having trouble hearing?
No, Ed. My hearing is just fine.
Then when I said donkey, how come you heard the word ass?
I didn't hear the word ass. A donkey is also referred to as an ass.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Ed, really?
Well, how was your time with the donkey?
I would like to say it went fine, but that would be a lie. The donkey walked up to me, looked me in the eyes, and then bit me on the neck.
How did you call him?
What?
When you called the donkey over to the fence, what did you call him?
I don't know.
You didn't call him an ass, did you?
No, I didn't call him an ass.
Donkeys are sensitive, and if I were the donkey and you called me an ass, I would bite you too.
Are you a farmer or a veterinarian?
I am a farmer. Haven't you been listening? Are you sure you don't need to get your ears checked?
For the last time. No, Ed, my ears are fine. What I need is my head examined.
Oh no. Do you have a tumor?
No, I do not have a tumor.
How do you know?
Ed, just stop. This is stupid. Every time I say something...
Oh no. You do have a tumor. How long do you have?
Ed, calm down. I am just fine.
Oh no. You're not fine. I still think it's a tumor.
Will you stop with the tumor stuff? You are not a doctor.
Neither are you.
If I showed you the pictures of my last CAT scan, would that make you feel any better?
Why would you scan a cat?
I wouldn't. Oh, forget it, Ed. I can't talk to you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to introduce a new segment to the show, and we will be calling it the Manure Minute.
Manure Minute. That's funny. The Manure Minute will be indicated by this sound and clip.
Starting this episode, number 4, and every episode hereafter, we will be adding this segment to the show called the Manure Minute.
Why are we going to talk about manure?
Ed, just be quiet and listen. We are not going to talk about manure. The idea behind this segment is to offer some positive motivation to our Comedy Corral viewers and subscribers, plus interact with select members of our audience.
But we don't film in front of an audience.
Shh. This first Manure Minute is on the word can't. Now, can't is normally used as a negative. It is a conjunction of the two words can and not, used to diminish one's desire to do something by telling them they can't. I heard this word a lot growing up, but to me, it is not a negative. It is a motivational word.
How is can't motivational?
Listen up, you might learn something.
I doubt it.
I am going to tell you 3 little stories using the word can't to prove my point.
It's not nice to point.
In 2009, a doctor told me that my cholesterol was 309, and the only way to control my cholesterol was with medicine. In 2019, I suffered a widowmaker heart attack, but it was not due to cholesterol. It was due to coronary artery disease. My cholesterol at the time of the heart attack was 141, and I never took a single pill.
Can I talk now?
No, Ed, 2 more stories. One night, my daughter comes to my apartment and says, "Daddy, I know what I want to be." I said, "What's that, baby?" She says, "I want to be a theoretical physicist." And I said, "Spell it." And she said, "Oh, Dad." I said, "If you can't spell it, you can't become it." Ladies and gentlemen, my daughter has a bachelor's degree in physics, and she's halfway through her master's degree in space studies, with a goal to become a mission specialist with NASA and one day leave this planet. Don't tell me reverse psychology doesn't work.
How do you reverse psychology?
I'll explain it to you later, Ed. And last but not least, at some point in my career, somebody, somewhere, at some time, told me that I cannot film my own movie or television show by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Comedy Corral right now. Can't never could do anything. Can always does.
Can I talk now?
Yes, Ed, go ahead and tell.
Okay, so Cowboy Ken doesn't tell any more long-winded stories. we would like to ask you, the viewers, to send a comment or a question to the email address on the screen. If we use your comment or question on the Manure Minute segment of the show, we will send you a free t-shirt. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when life gets crappy, find the funny.
And be happy. That's all our time for this episode. On behalf of Mr. Ed and myself, I'm Cowboy Ken, thanking you for letting us bring my dream to your screen.